Kim, I'm wondering in your context,
Hmm.
so you're rural Missouri.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
What
yeah.
so and Jeremy is in DC in the in the big city, you're in rural context. What are you hearing out there? You've talked about what you're hearing from younger folks. What are you hearing from adults, from other pastors, from people in the community about LGBT concerns and things?
Mhm. Well, everything from fear of the whole LGBTQ plus agenda as being harmful to uh, those who are in professions such as counseling that have said, we need to be better at this with making space in ministering through the church. So, are you talking about in the church, or are you talking about just in the culture itself? Because most of my experiences, just because I'm pastor, things tend to become spiritual things and spiritual perspectives on those. But yeah, the fears arise that that there could be harm with the LGBT person coming and then bringing their friends, and that becoming something that becomes out of control for the church, or it looks like the church affirms that agenda because of the presence of LGBTQ plus people. So there's the fear there by association that it would harm the doctrine that the church is supposed to have. And then on the other side of that are those who recognize that there's a lot of pain in that LGBTQ plus community, and that in that pain, that is where God's love needs to be, and that we need to do a better job at that, because those people, the ones who feel this way, would be those who have children or grandchildren that have come out sexually. And now it becomes an issue of, I love my child, I love my grandchild, or my great friend. So I I need a safe place in the church. I need the church to be loving so that I can bring them to the Lord, who is so important in my life. So there's a desperation for wanting a bridge, and then also the fear that comes with that at the same time. So those are some of the things I'm hearing across all of that. Now, I do realize for some, even in our community, that once that they make it known their sexuality, if it's not straight, um, can be very oppressive in the rural context, because there's so few, there's not as many in concentration, maybe. And this is hypothetical, as in the city. And so there's real fear at times for their life. Um, and so they take great care in protecting the truth. Some are afraid to expose themselves for who they really are with their sexual preference, because they will lose everything that they've ever known, such as their church community, their family, their children, their marriage. So there's a whole gamut. And if we go back to the teens, young adults, um, they want to know if they can bring the friends and if it's going to be safe. They don't want to be embarrassed. Um, they don't want their good friend hurt either. So, if it's all honest about the stand of the church, but yet this real striving first for the holy love of God to be released into the lives of people, to have their lives free from the oppression of sin and guilt, for all of that to come about, there has to be love first to draw them. and for them to just be washed in that. So let God take care of the other.